Hello and welcome to NARC Victim Anonymous. I have been a victim of narcissistic abuse for about 22 plus years. Now, please don't think of this as a joke because I have disguised my voice and I'm not showing my face or the name of the channel. Um, I do that because I'm still embarrassed to even show my face, but I do this um, because it's therapy for me. And I hope that my experiences will be similar to somebody else's experience, and just to let them know that they are not alone in this. This is real. This has affected my life still to this day. There are many channels out there that talk about narcissism and narcissistic abuse. This is just my experience on what I have dealt with over the past 22 years. So this episode is going to be about narcissists creating an argument just so they can do what they want, I guess, so to say, without feeling guilty, if they even feel guilty. I believe that they do. Even though to me they are very harsh and cruel, because of the treatment that they give their victims. I also believe that they know what they're doing, and some of them feel guilty sometimes at some point. So they'll create some type of diversion, and that's why they'll create an argument. To leave you or to get you to leave them because they have found someone new, or they have started a fresh relationship, and they need to give that fresh relationship some attention, a lot of attention, and you are kind of in the way, especially if you live with an ARC. I lived with mine, and so I was in the way. There's no way he could go freely and do what he needed to do if I'm there at times. Now, later, it got to that point where it just didn't matter. He did what he wanted. He did what he wanted to. But when they meet somebody new, and mind you, we don't know what they have told this person that they met. A lot of times it's not a person that they met. Sometimes it's somebody that they have had in their back pocket. Let me tell you, they will always keep backups. They will always have that backup. So again, it may not be somebody they just met. It may be somebody they ran into that they used to talk to, or someone who's supposedly a so-called friend, but yet that friendship now turns into something else. One or two things. I can tell you, they have told that person that, things aren't going well in the relationship, but don't know how to get out of it. It's going to be somewhere along those lines. And so that's the reason why they're letting them know up front, hey, we can't go out, as freely as we want to because I got this situation over here. But yet, in your instance, he's going to create that argument so that he can spend time with that person. That's what they do. So they'll create an argument. Let's say they have set up some type of date or some type of outing with that new person. So they know that day is coming. So they're strategically planning when they are supposed to set up the argument. Now, mind you, they know how long they've been with you long enough. They know how long you're going to stay mad. They know what you're going to do when you get mad. And it depends on what the argument is about. So they all know, they know this. They have studied you, so they know what's going to happen. So they may start it 3 days in advance, leading up to the date. They may start it that same day. It just depends on your relationship. However, whatever happens, the argument will begin, and that is in motion. That date is in motion. Okay, so it has happened. They done went out on the date with this new person, old person, whatever it is. Okay, depending on how that date went is how they're going to come back to you. Okay. Remember, this is a person that's still in their back pocket. That person will probably remain in their back pocket, especially if they've already been there before. If it's someone new and that person just wasn't filling out your NARC, then probably not, you know. But they wine and dine, so who knows? So when they come back to you, things are still gonna kind of be rocky, but they know they have to get kind of back in that relationship with you, either because you have kids or what have you. We had kids, okay? So that's gonna go on. That starting that argument, being nice a couple of days, that's gonna go on for a minute. Because again, we don't know what kind of supply, so to say, that new person has. So anytime that they start an argument, you don't know where it came from, or it came out the blue. I don't want to say 100% of the time, but let me say 99.9% of the time is because they have plans with someone else. And they need you out the picture. They need to put you on the shelf for a little bit so they can take care of what they need to. They'll come get you off the shelf when they're ready, okay? I'm telling you, it's crazy. I just want, if you're confused, if you're lost, I know you probably have seen other channels or heard of the channels. They may say something similar. I'm just telling you from my experience again. But that's what's happening, you guys. If you don't know what's going on, that's what's happening. You're being put on the shelf. You're being put on hold. You're being put in so-called timeout until he can figure out what this relationship with this other person is going to be. And then when he figures out what it's going to be, either you're going to be gone from the picture completely for a little bit, or you're going to be on that roller coaster until there's a change. Either you leave, or that new supply, or that new/old supply is done.